Welcome back to another episode of Heart to Heart with Patty Mulauzi,
where we explore the real and the raw experience of life's transitions. Today we're joining Blessing Unfiltered, a recent Varsity graduate, as they navigate the exciting and sometimes nerve-wracking journey into adulthood. Buckle up for honest stories, valuable advice, and a healthy dose of been there, done that wisdom. Let's dive in. Blessing. Varsity can be a pressure cooker. Did the constant focus on good grades ever take a toll on your mental health or well-being?
The pressure to get good grades did impact my mental health. In a negative way, I would say that it makes you anxious. The stress of wanting to get good grades makes you constantly anxious because you really have to do it. Whether you're tired, whether you're exhausted from studying, you just have to push to ensure that you get good grades. So yes, that did negatively impact my mental health, well-being at some point in varsity, even in high school. But it does put pressure on you, and you just really have to struggle through it.
Sure. Thank you for sharing that honestly. Now, with all the pressure surrounding grades, what are some of the biggest myths you encountered about their link to future success?
Okay, the biggest myth that I've encountered between the relationship between grades and future success is that you need to be a high achiever to be successful, and that is actually a myth. Some people know how to become successful without books. So it was very interesting to see how people actually make it without using educational background or good grades. Like, they could be average learners and they are doing far better and more successful than people that were good achievers or people that got good grades. And this can be purely because of being street smart or just because of the strain on the career paths that people with high grades have chosen to take, whereas people with average grades, lower grades, choose more technical or more hands-on courses, and eventually that just ends up being better for them in the long run.
Love that perspective. So moving on, what are some of your biggest anxieties about life after high school? Anything keeping you up at night?
One of my constant biggest anxieties or concerns about life after high school is, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna be successful? Am I gonna live the soft life? Will money constantly be something that I think of, or will it just be flowing freely? So these are, financially, that is the biggest concern for anyone. It gives me anxiety knowing that my future is in my hands, and whatever I do every day is eventually gonna give into my future and allow me to live either a comfortable life or a life where I constantly have to continuously work hard each and every day because of the choices that I made during high school and straight after high school.
Before we wrap up, Blessing, I want you to give some powerful advice to younger students currently fixated on their grades. What would you tell them?
Advice that I would give to younger students who are currently fixated on their grades is to study. Study, I know that it may be hard, but study and just try your best to get good grades, because life after high school, life after varsity is not easy, and employers, companies that you want to work for will take the best of the best. And if you don't put in the hard work, then you really won't reap the rewards at the end. So study, get help, leave fun, put fun aside, and because fun will always be there, and just think of the end goal that once you're done, you can have as much fun as you want, but to study and to try your best to get good grades. It doesn't mean that you need to get 100% all the time, but just do your best, even if it's a 60% or 50%. But if you know that you tried your hardest and that is what you got, then that's what matters.
Such powerful words of wisdom. Thank you to Blessing Unfiltered. Remember, heartbeats, your worth isn't defined by a number on a report card. Embrace your passions, chase your dreams, and know that life is full of amazing possibilities beyond the textbook. I want to say thank you again to Blessing Unfiltered for joining us and sharing her remarkable journey. Don't forget to share your own stories, tag a friend who needs this message, and subscribe for some more soul-stirring conversations. Until next time, keep your hearts open.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to Heart to Heart with Patty Mulauzi on your preferred platform. And if you found value in today's conversation, consider leaving a 5-star rating and sharing it with your friends, family, and loved ones. Heart to Heart with Patty Mulauzi is available on leading podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, Listen FM, Podcast Index, Deezer, TuneIn, Alexa, and many more. You can also listen to the podcast on your web browser without having to download an app.